The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floor so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or, more likely, exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has an advantage of being one of the new buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, needs light and lights in its short support at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There's much to learn, but one thing is already clear: the rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1. First day opening the shop after I took over, I already love the smell of fresh wood and mingled with earthy scent of potting soil. I'm not sure what I'm doing. All I know is I need to find all kinds of plants and use them to help people around here with their problems. Oh, customer. Victoria Gray. My first customer was a lady called Victoria Gray. She seemed to hear voices that maybe other people can't. She asked for a St. John's poppy. Ooh, St. John's poppy. Ah, this one. Since I don't have many plants yet, I quickly identified this flower and provided her with the help that she needed. Job well done. Alright, let's take another customer. Hello. Something got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way around, down through back barrow. Then came Gilbert Amos. The first thing he came in was to complain about the sisterhood in the forest not letting him through. As a newcomer, I had no idea what he was talking about at all, but he brought a new type of plant to trade lemon dandy with me. So I gladly just did that and received another beautiful looking flower plant. Then came Faye Whift, who told me she's been seeing a woman with mask and some horrifying imagery in her dreams. And next to her terrifying black skeletal creature, it seems to be laughing, but not joyous laughter of a child. A sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. So I gave her some forest camphor to help her sleep better. After I helped one more customer, it was getting late already, so I closed the shop for the day. Wow, it was quite surprising how many people needed my help with these plants. I better find some more. Still confused about everything, I still opened the shop and welcomed our first customer. This guy was already waiting at the door when I opened. He had a serious look on him, and he's looking for a plant, but don't know what it's used for. Demanding guy, really. Rude, to be honest. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding and is quicker to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with the wealth comes power and few would challenge him to his face. I already want him out of my shop as soon as possible, so I quickly found the plant that he's looking for and sent him on his way. Okay, if I die again, I'm gonna get so mad. Yes, we found it! The mailman came in and gave me a mail, almost at the same time as the rude customer left. It's my seemingly friend Amos Duncan. He told me there are some interesting fungi around the heart knot, so I went looking and quickly found a tunnel that he was talking about, but it was locked. An iron gate rusted by years of abandonment sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted may be, but it won't be budged. Locked. Oh, are we supposed to give them the flower? After I figured out maybe one of the plants can help me unlock the door, I ran right for it. It took me a while, but at last I did find the correct plant that opened the gate right up and found 3 new plants. Yes! Got it! Then I went back to the shop. Hello. Reuben Ward. Today's next customer was a detective. He said somewhere in the forest far away there was a possible murder. He needs a plant called fox button to please the people in the sisterhood. From his face, I can tell this is something serious. A murder? Seriously? The second day we're here. This one looked more like this. Not this one, no. Okay, let's try. Yes! Hopefully the fox button will help him in any way. Victoria Gray is back. She said that the St. John's poppy worked well. It helped her hear whispers better. She came back because there was a medium using that room, and she wanted some Harlequin blue to help her basically prank the customer that came into this medium for comfort, because this medium was a liar. So I searched the shop for this Harlequin blue, a flower that once dried and burned will make high-pitched shrieking noises that sounds like people. After studying a couple of plants, I decided on this one. Let's try it. Oh, I am right! An unexpected guest arrived. She said she was from the forest with the sisterhood. She confirmed that the leader, Ardar, was deceased, and also said that the way that she died was unusual. She came to me against their beliefs. She gave me a letter to show the sisterhood when I go there, so I can take a look at what's going on. Maybe with her letter, I can pass through. She also wanted me to bring Mary's breath, so I can make myself unnoticeable to anyone else. I opened the letter, and it was a letter admitting that the sisterhood have failed to protect their forest, and now their leader is dead, followed by instructions on how to get to their camp. So I set out to the Grizzledale forest. As soon as I stepped off the road, 2 members of the sisterhood stepped out and reminded me that this is their forest. I'm not welcome there. I try to sell them the sister's letter. They tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. What? Seems like I was at the wrong entrance, perhaps. Just when I was thinking what I did wrong, someone unpleasant came into the shop. It's Isidore Burbage again. He was super angry because after he used the Grandy root that I gave him, he said his skin got super itchy. Seems like he had an allergic reaction to it. He threatened to shut my shop down if I don't fix it for him. I really do not care for his attitude and wanted to teach him a lesson. So I did give him the McDo. I promise I'm not usually like this, but this guy really did press all the wrong buttons. Now I finally can close up the shop for the day. 3rd day. I hurry and try to go to the Grizzledale forest again. I need to see if I can find out some more of this murder from the sisterhood. It seems like I could help them figure something out. Grizzledale forest, a mile from the lake shore. A mile from the lake shore across Torver. A mile across. Here? Oh, yes! A sister tried to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. The member of the sisterhood led me to a cold basement where their leader Ardar lying on the table, dressed in silk. The scary part is that she wasn't physically hurt at all. She was in perfect shape. But her eyes, mouth, and whole body veins had all turned black. This was a shocking sight. I've never seen anything like this before. I looked into my book, looking for a plant called Ran. Maybe this will reveal something that might be useful to us. It says the scent. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Should we try? Oh, thank goodness. I used some of Arda's blood as a sample and mixed it with Ran, and it was obvious. She was poisoned. After I found the cause of Arda's death, the member of the sisterhood wanted me to leave this instant. They seemed nervous. But as a thank you, they gave me 2 plants to bring back to my shop. My friend Amos Duncan left me a mail again. He said he was on the way to explore Great Gable, but it was too cold, so he had to turn back, and mentioned that if I were to go there, I need to be prepared. I wonder what plant he was looking for. A couple of customers came in after that, gave me a new plant and a clue on where to find one of the new plants. I went to one of those places before it got dark and actually found new plant. I think I'm slowly getting the hang of this. Day 4. Detective Ruben was right outside my door waiting for me when I was just about to open the shop. He said that the sisterhood is still hiding things from him. At the same time, there has been another murder, a gruesome one at that. He asked me if I have something for him to be able to keep this foot down while investigating this new murder case. And according to my book, Finnet will be very useful in this case because it helps with anxiety and helps with gastric distress at the same time. I hope this will make him feel more at ease and find out the truth sooner than later. I received a letter from Verona saying that she found a new plant around the Sisterhood forest, but she couldn't get to it. Maybe we'll try to go back again? Oh, Faye Whiff came back this afternoon, said that even though the plant I gave her did help her sleep and try not to hear and see things in her dreams, it seems like her senses are getting stronger. She sees a woman wearing a jade mask in every single dream of hers. And the woman kept screaming at her seemingly for no reason. Faye also thinks that this is a dream of warning, but she doesn't know warning of what. Even if the dream is hunting, Faye seems to want to find out more. I have two choices here. I can either help her see clearly, or I can protect her from seeing these visions to let her sleep properly at night. Because obviously, not sleeping well is not a good thing. I decided to cut her some slack for now and let her rest for a bit. She must be very, very tired at this point. Maybe if she really wants to find out more later, she'll come back. A townfolk came by. She said someone saw a ghost with huge deer antlers on the hills around the area. So she wants a stinky mouth cap, which helps prevent any spirit from entering someone's home. The next day, I woke up early and headed out before the shop opened, scouting for new plants. And I did find many plants thanks to the people that gave me all kinds of information about them. It was a rewarded morning. And then it's time to open the shop. A strange gray masked woman came in. She said my reputation is growing strong, and I'm the person who can acquire some rare plants. And so here she is. She stated that she's having huge headaches and is seeking for a plant called hopheart. According to my book, this plant is a pain eraser. After that strange woman encounter, Verona came in. Detective came to her seeking her help, but she wants to bring Witch Fig with her to meet with Ruben. I'm not sure what she's planning, but I gave her the plan nonetheless. Yes! Aren't we so good at this? I thought I was done for the day, but here we go again. Wait, does he have more pimples than before? I'm on my way to the mayor's office to file an official request that your business license be revoked. Isidore Burbage is back again. You will practice your witchcraft on the residents of Undermere no longer. Well, do you have anything to say for yourself? What does he want this time? I was fed up with him this time. I thought of two options for him to go away and leave me be. This is what my uncle built and left for me. This is unforgivable. Back to the two options I have. The first one is to make him forget what we ever existed. As for the second option, well, I can make him disappear forever, if you know what I mean. I bet he's giving everybody the same attitude like what he's giving me here. I wondered if anyone will miss him if he is actually gone. I was furious. I really did think hard about this. I wanted to punish him. I don't ever want to see him again. I went through my books over and over, tried to study these plants more. Finally, I've decided. I gave him the henchok, the plant that will make him forget all about us, and maybe even everything else in that matter. I didn't make him disappear because I can't have that on my conscience for the rest of my life. But honestly, I hope I don't have to see him again. Goodbye, Isidore Burbage. The sixth day that I took over the shop, it's raining once again. It really shouldn't be called Undermere, but Raindermere instead. It rains so much here. Since it's raining, I decided not to go out today. but to study some of the letters and notes I've found and received from everyone. But the first customer came in soon enough. Well, she's not a customer apparently. She told me that she found something in the salt marshes and drew a simple map for me to find it. Just as my new friend left, Bethany from the sisterhood came in. She looked worried. She thanked me for helping the sisterhood last time, but she said that the result made the current temporarily outer even more panicked than before. But the main reason she came in today is because one of the members of the sisterhood went missing recently. So she's looking for a plant called Jacob's Worth to help locate this member named Thea. Thank goodness we do have such a plant in the shop already for her, so I gave it to her and wished her luck. The rest of the afternoon, I just assisted a few regular customers who were looking to solve simple issues, easy enough. But just before I closed up shop for the day, a man came in. Ernest Alfred, we've had our eyes on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the dendron. What? I represent a group called the Seed of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sigil Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. Praise the dendron. This sounds like a cult. It's Wednesday today. Let's just go there right now, I guess. The church wasn't hard to find at all. I found it quickly, and since I already have St. John's poppy, I just offered it as my respect, I guess. I came back from the church and saw Verona waiting for me outside. She went to the swing side with Detective Ruben and found out that it seemed like there was a ritual performed there around the stone circle not long ago. And the victim, just like Detective Ruben told us before, it was a gruesome one. This sounds so fishy. She came to me again because she wanted to use gilded dendra to do the test. Gilded dendra? Was that the poison that was used on Arda of the Sisterhood? Are these cases related? Day 7 was a Thursday. Anne Wood, hi, you're back. Anne Wood, a lady who came by last night, asked for a plant to help her cut the vines on the coffin that she found in her aunt's house, which she just inherited 2 weeks ago. I gave her a plant to cut the vines. And now she's here again. She told me she found a gold amulet. She was wearing it already. She said that on the back of this amulet, it has something written on it stating that if we use the plant Solomon's scepter, the amulet will be woken and who knows what it does. According to my book, Solomon's scepter is mostly used for witchcraft and satanic practices. Are you sure you want to do this, Anne? I asked her. She seems so certain that she wants to see what this amulet could do. So even though I suggested not to do it, I still gave her the flower and she left feeling promised. The mailman David came in and gave me some shocking news. He actually knew the man that was killed at the Swinside Stone Circle, a farmer that lived around the area. And apparently, even half of his farm animals got slaughtered as well. Who and what would do such a thing? He seems devastated. Verona came in to tell me that the poisonous plant gilded dendra was used on the farmer who was slaughtered at the Swinside Stone Circle. And Verona was sure that it was a ritual site. And yes, now we can confirm that both farmer and the Order of the Sisterhood was murdered by the same poison. Does that mean it's by the same person? I gave Verona some molten sorrow to help her clear her mind and help Detective Ruben solve this horrible case. Coincidentally, Detective Ruben came in right after Verona left. He said that he and Verona found a piece of slate with a symbol on its back. And he's going to Blackcomb to investigate more. But he is afraid that he might be on the target of the murderer. So he wishes to bring a plant called Eye Bright to stay sharp and see in the dark. Of course, we have to make sure Detective Ruben stays alive. An unfamiliar face came into the shop and wanted an unusual plant called Gray Sandfire. I was surprised that I didn't have this rare plant that he was asked for, so I went out of my way to hunt this plant down. And luckily, I found some other plants while I was on the hunt. Wait, do we already have this? A smell? Maybe it's this one. It is, so we had it the whole time. In the end, I realized I do already had this plant in the shop. It was at the corner, so I could finally give it to him. Day 8, Friday. Oh, it's not raining today. Wonderful. Same thing, in the morning before the shop opens, I tracked down one of the plants that was on my mind, but no luck, so I turned back for now. Then the Sea of Redemption group member Annis Alfred came in. He was glad I was smart enough to pledge my support to them. Sure, why not? He stated that something called the Dendru has been awoken. We are basically on a redemption arc now. Whatever that means. I don't like these culty things, honestly. The green mask lady showed up. She doesn't seem okay. She asked me for a plant to help her with... what? I'm not sure. I don't think she knows either. But I still gave her the plant, hoping that she'll be okay soon. I got to rest for just a bit until an old lady came in. She said she was Anne Wood? Anne Wood? She can't be. Anne Wood was way younger than this lady that was panicking right in front of me. But I did recognize that amulet. So it is really Anne? She said that she couldn't remove the amulet and it's been draining her life out of her. Is that why Anne looks so much older? Because the amulet was withdrawing her youth? I have to help her. I quickly located the long vericont, a plant that helps with removing curses. Right after she took it, she actually turned back younger. These plants have some real power in them. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was still in shock when my friend Amos Duncan came back. My friend and I finally met. I feel like I knew him so much just from those letters that he sent me. Even better, he brought me 4 special notes that he found from my uncle's overcoat. It must have something to do with the shop. Some kind of hidden message, maybe? Then he was gone like the wind again. My librarian friend Simone Green also quickly dropped by because she found this potion recipe that she thought that I might be interested. Next morning, mailman David came in early as usual and told me that people in town have been talking about this green jade mask lady, so people had seen her around town. This reminded me of that green mask lady that comes to the shop here and there so much. Is that the jade mask lady that we're talking about? I'm not sure. The man with green eyes came in. Forrest, his name was. He said that he's been talking to town folks and has found that there's a thing called the servant. And there seems to be a group of people called Seed of Redemption. Hey, I know them. That are worshipping it. It definitely is a cult. This man is asking for Dranthium, and according to my book, it's a mind-altering plant that you smoke, and whoever smokes it will have green eyes, which he does. So should I believe him, or he's seeing things because of this plant? In the afternoon, Detective Ruben came by. He seemed unwell, honestly. Pale face, messy hair. Then he told me what he has seen over the past 2 days. He said he had gone to Blackcomb right after we gave him the Eyebright. He had stayed in the dark, just waiting, watching what's going on there. And wouldn't you know it, he had seen something. He had seen a pit full of bones, especially skulls, animals, and humans. He had been absolutely freaking out and wanted to leave that place. Just then, he had seen a jade mask lady with, it seemed like a huge monster. What? Of course, I believe whatever he said. He seemed the most sane and logical, and I believe whatever he was saying. That meant what Forrest has said and what the town folks had been saying might be true. That a scary monster called the Servant had been roaming around. Was it possible that was what Detective Ruben had seen? The monster with the jade mask lady? I had so many questions. I didn't have the plant that he was asking for, so I set to work right away and hunt down this right plant for him. I needed to calm him down. First, I tried to decode the symbol that I got from Amos Duncan. I did find a few more notes, but nothing useful here. Then I tried many of my notes and cards that I've got from others and went to many different places to scout them out. Even an odd coin-looking thing called Briar's Disc. At last, I tracked down the wild coal. Oh my god, this is it, right? This is it. Thin leaves and small purple red berries. There are some who consider wild coal as a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity and claim that it is bad luck to pick berries from it. But we're still gonna give it to him, right? Yes! Oh, I finally figured out how to use that disc. Oh my god, it's literally taking me like days. Then, of course, Verona came in right after Ruben. Why is that? Weird. Anyway, apparently Detective Ruben lost his wife a while back and he's since been drinking heavily. I'm so sorry, Detective Ruben. Verona figured out what ritual was performed at the stone circle. I think I know what ritual was performed at the stone circle. Okay, it all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void and tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. Oh no, since the gilded dendra poison was also found on the Sisterhood's Arda, Verona headed to the forest to meet with the Sisterhood and try to find out more. She gave me a letter for me to study. Letter? Yes, letter. Oh my gosh, this is a long one. Basically, the letter stated that the Vulcan Dendru, the seed of redemption worship, is related to the gilded dendra, the poison that was used to kill Arda and the poor farmer, sacrificed at the stone circle. Some also called it the servant. Ooh, it's linking up. Everyone was talking about the exact same thing, even though they knew it by a different name. And it always has a master with it. So the jade mask woman? They've been seen together, even seen by Detective Ruben. It was said that the last time the Dendru, aka the servant, was summoned was hundreds of years ago. And now it's just being summoned again and killed 2 already. We all have to be careful. What's the purpose of this monster and its master? I couldn't sleep last night. It was so horrible what happened. And I'm wondering who was the one that summoned the Vulcan Dendru. Was it the seed of redemption? It must be. They're the ones that want to worship it. Since I couldn't sleep, at the first sight of dawn, I went out to source any plant that might help with the case. I think I'm getting the hang of cracking the information that I have on hand, so I quickly decoded them one by one. Yes, a new plant! Halfway home, I saw Verona on the way to the shop, so we went back to the shop together. She came back from the Sisterhood forest, and she wasn't completely happy, though she did find out there's a solution to beat the Vulcan Dendru. That's good. The Sisterhood knows a ritual that will do exactly that, but they are not sharing this information with Verona. But she refused to give up. She asked me for a plant called the Mountain Astory, which provides a person with great persuasiveness. This will help her convince the new Arda to listen to her. I instantly thought of the plant that looked like the one in my book, so I quickly prepped it and gave it to Verona. We need the servant gone as soon as possible. A few days ago, because of the recent events, I had an idea that I might be able to brew some elixirs for the future. So I hired a local guy to make a brewing machine. And it's finally delivered. I can't wait to try it out. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Later in the day, Bethany from the Sisterhood showed up. She's worried about the Sisterhood as a whole. She stated that if Servant was really summoned, it will come for the Sisterhood. And so, although Arda doesn't seem to like her being here, she's seeking my help to place an offering at the altar in the Sisterhood forest. She gave me a hand-drawn map, that's where the altar is. This is our chance to defeat the Vulcan Dendru. After she left, a woman came in saying that she was harassed by a group of people that was chanting something about the redemption and they're going to set it free. The lady seemed so freaked out. Call them occult. It must be the seed of redemption. I do agree with the lady that they are definitely occult. I gave her some lark shine to help her defend herself, since it will release a stinging barb if she's touched by others. Today was a long day, and I knew tomorrow will be even longer. Since I didn't sleep last night, I'm so tired. I closed the shop for the day. I've been running the shop for 11 days now. I couldn't believe how much has happened. I did sleep a bit more than last night, but still not much. So, same thing, I woke up early to hunt one more plant that might be useful in the future. After the shop opened, a man came in and asking for a plant that can detect gold. Yeah. I researched, and weeping bell is actually said to be able to lead you to gold. I'm not sure how true is that, but I provided the customer with this plant. If he can get rich from this, great. Ennis Alfred from the cult Seed of Redemption is back. He found out about the hunter that was trying to track down and kill the servant. He must be speaking about Forest Vare. Ennis gave me a flower plant, Lesser Meridoc, and told me to give it to Forest Vare if he came by again, then left. I researched it. Lesser Meridoc is a plant that even one drop of the juice will hurt a person's mental health and make them slow and confused. So Ennis is trying to prevent Forest to kill the servant. I finally got to make an elixir. Amos is leaving town again, but he has some valuables that he put in a safety box. But he's afraid that he'll forget the combination. I was trying to make the Baylock's elixir for him. This will help him remember the codes when he come back. First, I have to identify the plant to use, which I tried and failed. I studied again. Studied the plants over and over. Brew it and failed again. Oh man, maybe I just can't be the potion maker. I went out for a breather. After I come back, everything got clearer than before. It's like suddenly I could see all the plants that were required right in front of me, and I quickly set to work. Finally! Now Amos can leave town without worry. The rest of the day was pretty normal, nothing too crazy. Day 12, opening the shop, we know the drill. I was prepping to go out, but Bethany ran into the shop all panicking. It came for us. We were attacked in this night by the servant. In all my time in the forest, I've never experienced anything like what happened last night. The forest came alive and drove the beast back. The servant was there? It actually went to the sisterhood like Bethany said it would. Bethany believed that their God saved them from the attack, but she was still shocked. I would be too. She gave me a little wooden box with a keyhole in it, and she said this is the way to defeat the servant. The sisterhood had kept it safe for a long time. She also said that I'll know how to open it. Then she rushed back to the forest. I was pondering, what's in this box that was so strong that can defeat the woken Dendru? All I know was it had to be done. They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those seeds of redemptionists have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside Purveyors right now. Oh no. It seemed like the news that sisterhood was attacked was spreading. I knew the Seed of Redemption guys wants to wake the Dendru, but I didn't know they were crazy enough to celebrate other people getting attacked. This is horrible. Forest Vare the hunter also came by in a hurry. He said that he's going back to the Black Home again to kill the servant. I hope you don't, because Sisterhood had a solution, but he insisted, and he asked me for a protection plan to aid on his quest. Then I remember that the Seed of Redemption guys and his Alfred gave me a flower plant to give to Forrest to stop him from getting in the way. At this point, I was wondering if I should let Forrest go and risk his life when there was an actual solution that might not risk anyone else's life. Although I don't want to do this to him, I have to protect his life. I'm not gonna let him die. So I didn't give him what he asked for. Instead, I gave him the plant that Ennis gave me, Lesser Meridoc. Once the effect wears out, he will be fine. I am so sorry, Forrest. Many people rushed in the next day with all kinds of requests. A woman came in asking for a protection potion because she heard about the Jade Masked Woman. Have you heard of this masked woman? Imagine having that amount of power. Nation would kneel before you. You would be a god. Another woman came in and gave me a tip about where to find these weird mushrooms. When Simone came in and asked for a plan to tackle the mold problem, I remember the sisterhood wanted me to give her the truth plant, a plant that will make a person speak the truth. But why? But she's been giving me stuff and information. I don't know if I should trust the sisterhood. I think I will give her this one, the sweet breath, to filter out the toxin. I don't know what the sisterhood is really after. After a bit of conversation, I gave Simone the plant that she asked for. Since she has never wronged me before, I figure it's better to be honest with her instead of setting her up for something that I'm not sure about. Yes! I think I'm getting used to this routine. Wake up at 5 a.m., head out to look for more plants for the shop, open shop at 9, and then work till 5 or 6 depending on the customer, of course, then rest or study my plants. Our first customer today was a lady who has a mushroom-addicted husband. She gave me a couple of mushrooms a few days back because she didn't know if her husband would try and eat those dangerous-looking mushrooms. Today she came in and told me that her husband indeed ate one of those mushrooms, named Farmer's Worry. And as expected, he got sick from it. And she's here to look for a cure. This is an emergency. I knew exactly what he needed. I looked into my fungus antidote notes and found out the flower that can be brewed to make an antidote. I gave it to her to bring home right away. I can't believe he actually tried the Farmer's Worry without finding out what would happen first. Oh, remember the rude guy that we made him lose his memory? Isidore Burbage? Yeah, David the mailman called him a hateful man. Yeah, I can see that. Anyway, David said that Isidore has been very different recently, like a changed man. And the rumor was that the cult members removed his brain. Okay, sure. Hey, Ruben, how are you? Another body has turned up at the Black Comb. Oh no. Detective Ruben came in the afternoon and told me that there has been another killing in the Black Comb, and the victim this time is Forrest Vare. Wait, I couldn't believe this. I thought we stopped him from going. I gave him Lister Meridoc for him to be slowed and not be able to go back to Black Comb and try to kill the Dandrew. How did this happen? Verona also told him that we were working on a solution to defeat the Dandrew, so he gave me a tip on one of the plants to open the secret box. This is great news. Oh, Forrest, why? Was this my fault? I feel horrible. The crazy cult member Ennis came in again. I had to pretend that I was on their side. Who knew what he would do if I revealed that I don't like them very much? Ennis wants me to help lure the Dandrew back to the stone circle and set it free from the summoner, so it can do more evil things and whatever it wants. A god? Praise the Dandrew, he said. He said that. These people are culty. I don't like it. He wanted me to make the Dandrew elixir to set the beast free. How dare he? A monster that killed many. I couldn't accept this. I just couldn't. I went to bed angrily that day. In the morning, I still couldn't believe what's been happening for the past couple of weeks. What happened was horrid. Yet some people seem to want to see the world burn no matter what. I can't let them do that. David the mailman came in extra early today and told me that everyone was scared right now for the servant. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone is talking about the sisterhood and the servant. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. Yes, of course. But in any case, he gave me a letter, which was from our friend Amos Duncan. He stated that there was a cave around the east side where I might be able to find a new plant. So I headed out right away. Looking at the map, I quickly found the plant that I was looking for, but not without ingesting a tiny amount of poisonous Farmer's Worry to roll the boulder away, since it helped with strength. Indeed, Amos provided some good information once again. I found 2 plants within that cave. Althea Oshia. What a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get hold of some liverstone here. I feel like all of these customers know these plants way better than I do, and I'm just like their private investigator to find these plants for them. Okay, I think it's this one. That's right, that's right. Later in the day, guess who came in? The green masked woman. Is she the summoner of the beast? Unknown. Oh, the masked woman. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death and more death. You have to help me. So she was the summoner. And from what she was saying, she was part of the sisterhood? Is she the one that ran away that long ago? As far as I knew, she was the only person who was missing from the sisterhood. She was in dire need of help. I needed to do something. I could think of 2 ways to help her in this situation. The first was to give her the dead man's finger, which will help her strengthen and sharpen her mind. Or the widow's wall, to make her fear the beast and further the cult's cause. Using this would make her lose her mind even more, and it would have been easier to set the beast free. This was a no-brainer. I would never set that beast free. We needed to kill the beast and make sure the town was safe once and for all. I gave her the dead man's fingers. Okay, good. Alright, let's hope it helps her control the beast. At least until I open the flower wooden box for the solution. I can tell the town is restless because people start coming in more and more asking for help because the servant is slaughtering people all over town. I needed to act quick. Verona came in first thing in the morning. Just like me, we both think we can't let this beast keep killing like this. It is time. The servant is on the move again. Time to act. Verona wants me to gather everything and meet up with her at the sisterhood's ritual site. If I go to the ritual site, I will help to slay the beast. But if I make the potion for the servant, it will be set free and do whatever it wants. According to the Jade Mask Lady, all it wants is death. I didn't want to see any more death. Not at all. I would not help the Seed of Redemption cult. I needed to assist the sisterhood as much as I could to get rid of this beast. Maybe this one? No! Oh my god, I'm dead. I thought I was ready, but apparently I wasn't. I couldn't open the box. I needed to study more and made sure that I got it right. I tried it again, went through all the hints carefully, made sure that I understood the hint, but I failed again. I'm not giving up no matter what. I'm still new to this, but I can learn. I went back to my book and the notes. Finally, 3rd time's a charm, I finally got it. I brought everything to the sisterhood and met up with Verona and Detective Ruben. Verona took over the ritual. She walked around the shrine, quietly murmuring something that I didn't understand. She continued to walk in a circle. We were all watching her nervously. After a while, she finally looked up, but nothing happened. Verona said we needed to be patient. Just then, a loud noise made all of us jump up and turn around to look. Only then we saw the Jade Masked Woman, and of course, behind her was a black, horrifying shadow. This must be the servant, the beast. It looked like a huge, dried-up corpse. Oh God, this is beautiful. I love this drawing so much. What was that about being patient? I think we're out of time. Do not be afraid. I'm here to surrender willingly. The servant cannot be allowed to. Rah! The creature launched forwards and bring a huge arm synthing towards her. Her scream pierced the cold air and she drops to her knees, clutching her head. But the blow seems to glance off to one side as it comes hurtling down and the beast's claws ends up embedding in the dirt instead of the woman's back. I can't hold it back much longer. You need this. She throws a small vial of red liquid, which Ruben deftly catches and holds up to the light. Blood. Quickly, I know what to do. Verona quickly caught the blood and the beast came toward us again. Verona opened the vial and poured it into the cavity in the shrine. In an instant, a pellet of white light shoots out of the shrine directly at the servant, piercing through its heart. The servant stumbled backward. The Jade Mask woman was covering her ears and screaming in agony at the same time. Oh my god. There's almighty thunderclaps and a blinding flash of light, and suddenly the servant is gone. Where it stood was a patch of charred ground. I was in shock. Did we do it? Did we finally defeat the servant? The Dendru, whatever its name was? It seemed like we did. Servant, the beast is gone, and the Jade Mask woman seems to be cured. Yes, we did it. She was indeed Thea, the one that ran away from the sisterhood. Undermere is finally back to normal, and people celebrated. Oh, and something that we didn't know, Thea, the Jade Mask woman, was Detective Rubin's estranged daughter. Can you believe that? Wait, Thea, the Jade Mask woman, was Rubin's daughter? And Ruben was the detective that was supposed to solve the case. Whoa. After this, hopefully Detective Rubin and Thea can reconnect again and cherish each other from now on. We did it! The sleeping Dendru. It's done. The servant can go back to being a dark story for dusty shelves. The end. I got the ending too. Wait, how many endings are there? Ooh, is this like worth of playing again? Alive. Oh, so the alive. In hiding. He's not been seen since the defeat of the servant. There are rumors that he lives in a Rodale cave once again. Deceased. Oh, the hunter was killed, right. In hiding. Right. The woman in the Jade Mask. Ashamed of her action that caused so much pain and death, it's unlikely she will ever fully recover from the trauma. Insane. I'm sorry. I made this guy insane. Hey, but instead of death, so didn't I do something good? At least I didn't kill him. A shadow of his former self, he stayed indoor muttering to the walls. He was so mean to us, okay? He was so mean. Oh my gosh. Elderfinium. Okay, so we did it, guys. We solved the case, and only one person died, and we got ending 2. I would think that we got a pretty good ending because the beast is gone. It's not free. It's not gonna continue killing, but we got one death. I wonder if we can save him though. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Later!